Hi, I welcome you to Remedial One YouTube channel. We are bringing you all the information that you needed in order for you to get A. Today we're going to look at quadratic graphs, how we can able to interpret it in case a graph has been given. Can you come out with the equation? Can you come out with a line of symmetry? Can you come out with even the scale? The first question, which happens to be multiple choice, the same idea can be used to solve the theory questions too. We have the graph given and they want us to figure it out. What will be the equation that can able to mirror this graph here? We see that this is the x-intercept, and we know that the x-intercept, which is here and here, these are the solution. These are the roots of the equation. So here that means one of the solution is x is equals to -3, and another one is x is equals to 2. So these are the zeros. So when we have the zeros, can we write it in the factored form? Yes. So when we bring this one here, it's going to be x plus 3. And when we bring this one over here, it's going to be, we can bring the 0 here if we want, x minus 2 equals to, these are the factors. So when we have the factors, then we can write it in the factored form as x plus 3 and then the x minus 2 equals to 0. Through that, from here, we can get that. So once you're here, you have to be able to come here too. So when we can able to come here, then we can able to expand this and then get the right equation here. So let's go ahead and expand this. That means this one is going to multiply this. And this one here is also going to multiply the same thing here. That will be x squared. X times x is x squared. X times -2 is going to be 2x. And then plus 3 times x, which is 3x. 3 times -2, -6. We see that the middle is light term. The negative is smaller than that. So here it's going to be positive. So it's going to be x squared plus 1x, which is, we just write it as such. And is equals to 0. So here we realize that which is equals to 0 and is the same as the y, okay? Is going to be, yeah. And that's how you solve this question. I have taught you how you can able to use the FX calculator, FX99, to solve this. So if you want, you can also go ahead and use the calculator to also grab the multiple choice to see which one will correspond. Will give you exactly the same graph, and then that will be the answer. So that's another option. All right. So our next question, they want us to find the minimum of the y value. So the minimum is going to lie down here, and they are looking for the y component. So you trace it to the y. And what is that number? So here what you could do is that we could count that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 boxes and it's equals to 2. So 2 divided by 5 will be 0.4. Each of the little boxes is 0.4. So here, realize that we are here, we are on the negative side, so -6, and then there's another one box which is 0.4. So -6 plus another box which is going to be, because it's in the negative side, so -0.4, and that will give us -6.4 as an answer. So in case you go to an exams and they ask you what is the scale, they ask you for the scale. The graph normally that they provide at the exams have like a cutoff of every 5 little boxes. So here and here. So here we see that every 10 little boxes is the 2 centimeters. So here you could say that, oh, 2 centimeters for the x-axis is 2 centimeters is to 2 units. That's what is happening because it's 2 and then 4. When you go to the y-axis, it's kind of the same thing is happening because it's 2, 4, 6, and so forth and so forth. So the y-axis to the unit that they provided here is 2 centimeters, is to 2 units. So bear this one in mind in case they ask you in that direction. You have the answer. So let's look at our next question. Here they want us to find the value of x when y is equals to 2. So this is the x. Remember, these are the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So when the y is 2, is this number here. So what you're going to do is that you're going to draw a line. You're going to draw a line passing through. Okay, so that's a line. This is a y equals to 2. And then you trace it down here. You trace this one also down here. Yeah, so we see that for you to see by it's 2 point something. So we see positive 2.4. So it's 2.4. X is 2.4 for positive side, and another x is equals to, and here it's negative 3, so it's going to be negative 3.4. So that will call for the B, the right. Now they want us to find the equation of the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is a line that divides this into 2. So normally you stand on the solutions where the parabola cut the x-axis, and then you're trying to get a middle. So this one is 1, this is 1, this one come another step, this come another step. So here we got 2, so they have to come in the midway here, which this is between the midway between a 0 and negative 1 is going to be negative 0.5, and it's on the x-axis. That give you, so that's another way. Another way that you could also do is that you see this solution. The x-axis is 2, and this one, the second one is negative 3, so plus negative 3, and it's coming on the halfway divided by 2. So here it gives you negative 1 and then 2, and then negative 1 over 2 is the same as here, which is negative 0.5. And it's on the x-axis, so it's x equals to that. So these are the two ways that you can use to get your line of symmetry or the axis of symmetry. Yeah, so let's look at this one too. It's not grabbed by, they have given you the equation, and then they are giving you one of the points on the orbit of the parabola, and they want us to figure out the constant k. Assuming that this is this, and they are telling us that one of the points is 2, 0. So this is the equation. All that they are telling us that this is on it. So it's a solution to, or it's on that line, or it's on that, this is not a line, it's on that parabola. That means that this 2, 0, this is the x and this is the y. So if we plug it, it belongs to this equation. We can plug it into here, and that can able to help us to find our k. So we're going to plug it wherever we see x, we put 2, wherever we see y, we put 0. So it's going to be 0 is equals to 2 all squared plus 2 times 2 plus k. And this gives us 4, and this gives us 4 plus k. So we get 8. 0 is equals to 8 plus k. We are looking for k, so we will bring this one over here, and that becomes negative 8 is equals to k. And that helps us to find our k. So A is the right answer here. Let's look at the last one. It's similar to what we just saw. See if we can apply that concept, pause and do it, and then after that continue and see if you get the right answer. So here they have given you the equation and they are saying that 2 is a root, is a solution. So that means, and what do we know about the root? The root, another name for the root is x-axis. So x is equals to 2. That's the meaning of that. So we can plug this one into this, find our k. And so when we do that, we got 2. This implies that's 2 squared plus k plus 2, maybe 2, so times 2 plus k equals to 0. So here we get 4, we get 8. Here we are multiplying this to this, so we got 2k plus 2, which is 4, plus k equals to 0. So here and here give us 12. This and this give us 3, k equals to 0. So we take the 12 to the other side, and then we get 3k is equals to negative 12. So we divide both sides by 3. And that implies that k will be corresponding to negative 4. And that is also a. Thank you very much for sticking with me all the way to the end. Please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so, and turn on your notification bell so anytime we drop in a video, you'll get it right away as we are approaching the final exams. I wish you all the best and be blessed. Bye-bye.